Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Jake from Chiropractic First in Rockford. Today, we are going to talk about balance, and more specifically, do you know where your body is in space? This is extremely important as we move around in life. Life's interference throws us curveballs, and we might get thrown off balance. If we don't have a buffer to be able to stabilize ourselves, then we could actually be prone to certain types of injuries, whether it's repetitive or traumatic due to falls. So when I look at balance, I narrowed down the three balance components. And first of all, we're very visual creatures. Spatial orientation is a lot of vision for us. So that is very important. Unfortunately, when we are walking or moving on the streets in daily life, we get distracted. We're not down looking at our feet. We're up here monitoring what's going on around us. So the other two is vestibular, where our head thinks it is in space. And then what I believe the most important, especially for what we're talking about, is what's called proprioception. It's a long word, but it basically means where your body thinks it is in space. And proprioceptive ability is within every joint, which makes it very much a chiropractic issue. However, when we look at global proprioception, I like to look at balance as a whole. And that is if we could test and then have the test be the exercise and the exercise be the test, we could see where we're at on a daily basis. We have baselines and we can consistently improve in a controlled environment. If I'm going to test something, I don't want it to be out there in the real world because there's a lot of variables and it's very hard to increase your skill level at that point. So I want to test in a comfortable place like the comfort of your home. So with that being said, I'm going to introduce the 2-minute club. The 2-minute club is a balance exercise that promotes static balancing on one leg, eyes open first for 1 minute. Then you relax and go to the next leg, 1 minute, eyes open. The next test is 1 minute, eyes closed. This is going to be considerably harder. You're going to feel that your muscles are bouncing back and forth because they have a harder time communicating. The brain's not getting in the signaling that it needs to be able to give the information that it has to sustain balancing upright. So it is significantly harder. However, balance is the only thing you can overtrain, and I would consider keep doing it until you could reach that platform. Now, standing on one leg with eyes closed might be kind of scary for some of you guys. That's why there's another way of doing this. And if you go in between a doorway and use your fingertips, not anything else, just your fingertips, so that way you can bounce from deal to deal. If you start getting swaying, you have supports, and you could eventually drop your hands and figure out how long you could actually stay without that buffer there, or that cop out, not really a cop out, but stable platform anyways. So anyways, that is the test. And interesting enough, there's numerous studies saying that doing this, balancing for 1 minute, eyes open, eyes closed, leads to healthy brain function. They say processing speeds are increased. We did a study down in University of South Florida with the neuroscience team where we found out the opposite's true. If we just test the brain and do brain training games, it increases dynamic stability by 70%. So this is incredibly important for your global movement dynamics throughout the day. It will make life more fluid and limit the knick-knack injuries that can hinder your growth and optimal health. So anyways, guys, pleasure. Thanks for letting me talk. I love you guys. Have a wonderful night.